Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you, YouTube, for embarrassing me with this goddamn commercial. An amazing book. An amazing book. An amazing read. Got my support shark right here. Sharky, aka Bingo the Shark. There we go. I needed support. I needed support for this particular talk. Okay. So yes, honey. Sharky is supporting me. Sharky is supporting me. God. I was weeding, and I'm going to continue weeding after I get off of here. So, yeah, there you go. That's why I got on my cool reading glasses. Okay. She reads, guys. She reads. Now, this song is by Little Feat. Littlefeat. Go check this song out and listen to the words, okay? It's called All That You Dream. I heard of this song. It was on The Sopranos. It was the last episode of The Sopranos. The last episode, the last song, it was amazing. Just the whole, it set the whole atmosphere for the whole thing. You know, it's about the music, guys. The music they played was amazing in that particular episode. But anyways, I digress. We're going to get to the topic at hand. Okay. This is an amazing song, though. It's an amazing song. We're going to talk about, did your faith go on vacation, my nigga? Listen, I got about 5 friends left on Facebook. I can't. I just can't. I mean, because I'm going to look at my Facebook page, but when this bullshit come at my feed talking about, oh my God, we're doomed. We're doomed. Listen, our grandparents, everybody has said that from the beginning of time. We're doomed. I don't want to see that. I'm not in that world. I'm not in that realm, honey. This is reminding me of the Moses story. We're going to get into that, right? I'm not going to hold you guys long. We just got to discuss this particular, yeah. But that's Little Feat, guys. Go check that out. Now, when you go ahead and listen to that song, you got to listen to the Hi, B-Ham. Dr. B, hello. B-Ham in the house. Hi, B-Ham. The master musician. You going around with my favorite group, one of my favorite groups. What's the group's name? Cause they like mint condition-ish. I'm like, that. OMGs. Look, B-Ham. I'm starstruck when B-Ham enters the building because he is the creator. I mean, he's the Zap Nation. Yes, honey. Hey. Look, B-Ham is Zap's organ player, keyboard player. He plays the keyboard for his church and for Zap. They go all around the world playing. And yes, it's listen, Listen, it's a pleasure. It's my pleasure to introduce you guys to B-Ham, because B-Ham is a personal friend of mine, guys. So always give my friend B-Ham. I miss you too, B-Ham. We gotta catch up, honey. OMG. What's in the what? Hold on, my lighting failed. Look, my light people is going to get the business. The people who is handling my lighting, yeah, they off task right now. So I wanted to talk about faith, right? And the Moses story. Now, in the book of Moses, let me see what right behind. OMG, yes, we gotta catch up, honey. Now, so in the book of Moses, where it talks about Moses going up to the mountain, was that Moses or Abraham? That was Moses. Went up to the Mount of Olives. No, that was Jesus. Well, it keeps happening over and over again. They all keep going up to the mountain, which is the mind. They keep going up to the mountain, and people keep doing this their faith going on vacation when God doesn't give you what you want right right then and there. You got to always know that God is working it out to the way you want it to work out. But if you see something that's not favorable, you can't just say, oh, there goes the neighborhood. There goes the program. Oh, we're in trouble now. Where is your faith? Has your faith gone on vacation, honey? Where is, listen, I hear everybody talking about God is my everything, God this and God that. Where's your God when you're telling people, hi, Bud Files? Welcome, Bud Files. Thank you for coming, guys. So where is your faith when you're talking about God? And these is Christians, these is Muslims, these is no, Muslims are a little bit smarter, I think. No, I'm not going to say Muslims are smarter, because I'm not going to group a whole. Some Christians are extremely intelligent and wise and amazing. And I'm not going to say all Christians are not smart. But see, y'all, it's so deep. With the rabbit hole is so deep on what's going on with this politics stuff. It's so deep. And you know what? When it all boils down to it, it's for your benefit. But if you don't give it a chance, even the border thing with the border stuff, as far as with the foreigners, with the border, even that's going to work out for them and for us. Because guess what? They're family. We're all family. See, you think stuff's going to happen one way, it's going to be a total different way, right? But you got to let God inside of you work. Because see, while you think God's supposed to work on a situation, God is really supposed to be working on you. But you're not going to realize that as long as you're looking outside of you for any type of solution. Okay? Look, every time I get annoyed, OMG. There we go. All right. So look, right? Has your faith gone on vacation? I hear so many Christians talking about, there goes the neighborhood. So many people that talk about God on a daily basis is bashing other people and saying this and that. Like, it's not my business for real, but I'm just letting you guys know why you're deleted off of my Facebook. I can't do the victim mind state. I can't do the, oh my goodness, it's hopeless, it's helpless. I can't do that type of person. So if you're that type of person, if you're putting out that type of propaganda on Facebook, yeah, you're welcome. You're deleted. You look. If you going too ham on Facebook, you was absolutely blocked off my page. If you are just like a little bit retarded on the brain, well, I was gonna say giant brain. If you got like a giant brain, but you're not going ham on the sad stories. Oh my God, he's elected. We're doomed. This world is doomed. This world is. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble. You're doing all that extra stuff. You can't be in my world. You can't, not in real life. This is real life right here. This is the crystal. It magnifies stuff. You can't be in my space because I don't deal with those types of vibes in real life. I just don't. Okay. See, we winning over here. Look, God is the president. How about this? The God in me is the president. How about that? See, if you go inside, you're going to find out that God is working out everything just the way you want it to work out. But see, he's going to work on you. And your perspective and your perception of things is going to change. Right? And then it's the stuff that you was totally against that one period of time. You're going to start having a little bit of empathy. And you're going to start having a little morality. And in regards to what you think about people who think opposite from you and not bash another person, especially one that you don't know. Especially if you're not doing your due diligence on how the political system has worked from the beginning of time. It's obvious that we don't have Bible readers on Facebook. Just a lot of talk, vain talking. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Right, Brian? Be ham. Yeah, this is what I love you, Be Ham, so much. Hey, Be Ham, even if we don't agree on what I'm saying, if you agree with something different, we can agree that God is in charge. Listen, this is the truth that I think we can all agree on. God is in charge. So if I believe 100%, if I'm convinced that God has my best interest at heart, does it make sense at all for me to sit there and worry about anything? Where's your faith? Is it vacationing? Has your faith took a vacation? Your faith got a job to get vacation time? Because it's clearly in a different space from where you are. Guys, if you're out here talking and bashing another individual that you do not know, do you know Kamala Harris? No. Do you know Trump? No. Do you know if they are sitting back having lunch laughing at everyone? Do you know that? No. You don't know whether they are or whether they're not. You don't know whether. So if you are not 100% convinced with your own eyes, you letting the media spew. And listen, through editing, I have learned so much. Through editing, that things can be changed around at the drop of an eye, at the drop of a dime. Okay. So, When you visit those realms of low vibrational thinking, then you visit pretty much a place where all of the deadly sins are when you start the low vibrational thinking. Lacking is low vibrational. See, all of those things are in the same room, hold the same weight. Lacking, name calling, stealing from people, lying, all of that, fear, all of them are in the same area, the same room. It's like going to a concert, a Stevie Wonder concert. You're not going to see somebody at the heavy metal deal at a Stevie Wonder concert. That's a whole different ball game, a whole different energy. So when you talking about, hi, Juba, hi, sweetie. Thank you for coming, Jube. Love you, Juba. My B-Ham and my Juba's in the building. I'm so excited. Honored to have y'all. So look, if you have faith in God, like, this is not something just to say I have faith in God and then 5 minutes later go and bash another individual because they didn't vote or they didn't vote for who you think they should vote for. What sense does that make? You got to be convinced that, hey, God's going to meet me at the level of my needs and then beyond. And then look, beyond that, God's going to show off and show out. You thinking God going to sit there and give you a president or a vice president that you want. But how about this? God better than that. God going to change your heart to know that within you, that everything is worked out. How about God going to change your heart towards that particular group or that particular person? God going to change. He going to do better than that and going to change you from the inside so that everything could be well within your soul, no matter what go on. I think that's a better way to live than for your happiness to be situational. Okay, things got to be XYZ in order for me to be happy. Okay, my president got to be up there in order to be happy. Now I'm gonna just let y'all know the whole political game is oh. All right, sorry, YouTube. Love you, YouTube. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say politics is a scam. I did not mean to say that. It's not a scam in actuality. It's to show you the overall census of the brains on the planet. What are the brains looking like on this planet? You got Kamala with the collard greens in the tub. If that's the truth. I never seen that story. If that story is true, and you heard her say about some collard greens in a bathtub, and you sitting there being mad at somebody else for not voting for her, I don't know what to tell you. If she could not articulate her stance on the issues and the things that she was going to carry out without gaslighting about Trump, if she could not give you a clear, concise message of her policies and the things that she was going to impart to the American people for change and go down the line in a clear, concise manner, how you can what she was going to do, and without putting Trump in it, and you guys get mad at somebody for voting for someone that was a little less giant brained. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so now we got Trump. Trump is, god dang, So you see, this is the overall brain matter power of everybody. Look, I'm saying the overall picture. Now you got like 10% of the planet that's looking at this whole thing. Wow. Like they really serious about this thing. God is the president. Behave, you let them know. God is the come on. God presides over this thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, God presides over this thing. It's well within my soul. I don't care who is the president outside of me. God is the president in here. Mm. And when you let God reside in you and God be the president in you, I promise you, if you do that to a high degree of a level to where you are convinced, guess what? You will be looking crazy just like me. Because they're going to be like, that woman don't never make no sense. Yeah, because you don't understand God within. Yeah, I'm not supposed to make sense to you. I'm supposed to look like I'm gone mad to you. I'm supposed to look like that. You know why? Because, hey, I got a personal friend that I talks to. Hey, sometimes it look like I'm talking to my godson. So don't pay me no mind. I'm talking to God, honey. Me and God like friends. We like bosom buddies. We are like soulmates. God is my soulmate. Like that's no joke. That's no cat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, honey. So if you see me talking to myself, it's all right. If you see me laughing to myself, which you will a lot if you see me in person, you're gonna see. You probably see me talking to God. I look the most amazing people that I know. I have to. As long as I understand what the God within me is saying, there's no judgments. There's no judgments. Right? Right, Beham? As long as I understand what God in me is saying, as long as I treat my neighbor as myself. See, listen, if you meet me in real life, I'm gonna let you know what you're gonna get. Right. This is what you get when you meet me in real life. Now, if you stare at me in my face, you're gonna get the gas face. Yeah, it's gonna look like I got gas because I'm gonna look at you real crazy if you just stare at me in my face. But if you say something to me like, hello, how are you doing? I'll be like, oh fine, I'm doing good. How are you? Right? I'll be like, I'm doing fine. How are you? But look, if you in my personal space, if you're a friend of mine, honey, I'm gonna treat you like you was a newborn baby. I'm gonna treat you like I treat got daggone my kids, or I'm gonna treat you like, listen, this is how I treat people, just like or better than I want to be treated, just like I want to be treated. So that's what the God in me helps me to do, right? Now, as far as for the masses, this is what the masses get. Look, the masses get that big mama. The masses get what God is telling me to say. Look, this is what the God within me telling me to say, right? I'm just being obedient. And guess what? When I'm obedient, because I had that relationship with God, whatever I say out my mouth, I'm like, God, listen, this ain't gonna go over well with the people. You know what God say? Yeah, that's what Moses said. And that's what Jesus said. Right? That's what Abraham said. That's what they all said. Janice, they getting. Say what I said to say. And there you go. I'm like, oh, that's how you feel? Abraham. I'm like, God, that's how you feel? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I got you. Look, this how me and God be talking. Right. This how God look, this how me and God be talking. If we do. It's like It's so weird. I've never had a relationship like this before. I never, ever had a relationship like this before. It's a literal person. God is a literal person, see? A literal person that talks to me, that walks with me. Like, this is not game. This is not cap. This is something that I see literally. Okay? This is something I see literally. And I want to get that across to you guys because I want everybody to experience God the way God wants you to experience. Because guess what? A billionaire knows a billionaire. If you a thousandaire, you walk in a room full of billionaires, they're going to know whether you got money or not. You ain't going to have to say much. You could just look, it's in the way you walk, it's in the way you talk, it's in the way you glow, right? It's in the way that you say exactly what's on your mind and let the chips fall where they may. Because you got to be obedient. What the Spirit of God inside of you is telling you to say. You're not saying it to be harmful to people. You're saying it to wake the people up. But every biblical figure that has tried to wake the people up has gotten to where, the people was thinking they was crazy. The people was ignoring them. Moses went up to the mountain. What happened? The people was down there making calves and shit. Making golden calves. Let me make a calf, because look, we need somebody to lead us. This ain't right. Our president. No, Kamala. Our president. We need somebody to lead us. What's going on here? I don't like that leader. I want new massa. I don't like that massa. God can't massa me like that, like the outside massa. I need the outside massa because I need to be reminded. I need that what? I need to be reminded how to be good. I need to be reminded how to share. I need to be reminded how not to talk about people like a dog. I need to be reminded about how not to steal from people. I need to be reminded to treat people as myself, as my neighbor, treat my neighbor as myself. I need to be reminded not to cheat, not to steal people's husband, not to steal people's wife. I need that reminder. Not to touch stuff, not to put my hands on stuff that I gotta sit there and slip in my pocket. I need a reminder. So where that president at? And that ain't the white president. I need the one that do the collard greens, the one that look like me. God darn it, because she makes sense. She like collard greens and pig feet. Right. So desperate to have someone to look like me that I will sacrifice everything that I know in my mind and in my heart. That's kind of weird. Just to have somebody in office to look like me. They could be talking out the side of their butthole. And then, on the other hand, the same with Trump. Right? Trump is saying some out there stuff. Now, if I was going to choose the lesser of two evils, I might go toward Trump. But listen, that's not my area. That's not my space. Govern yourself accordingly. Right? When you have love, you have no laws, honey. Because you don't need to be governed. Because guess what? Yeah, look, I do the same thing when you looking at me that I do when you're not looking at me. How about that? If you had me in your house, guess what? Everything that's in your house, when you came in, when you left, everything is still there just the way you left it. You don't have to worry about me going in your stuff. Because there's a God resides with me, in me, that reminds me, that tells me, that has reminded me from day one, don't touch people's shit. Don't bear false witness on thy neighbor. How about that? Right. Don't do stuff to people that you don't want done to you. How about that? So some of us need a reminder. So we really heavy into the politics, the religion, the business, the five power structures, the education, entertainment, business, politics, religion. We so deep into that, like deep into it, that we can't see the God. Hi, Chris. Hello. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. I'm just sitting here razzing the people. Just deleted like maybe, I don't know, 50 people on Facebook because I listen. I'm not a babysitter, Chris. Thank you so much. So I'm not a babysitter. I can't be on Facebook going back and forth with these people. So I had to up off of it after I deleted a bunch of people. I got like maybe 5 friends on there now. A little more than that. But yeah, I deleted a heck of a lot of people because I don't want stuff popping up in my feed. And not saying that I don't want to listen or see stuff that's disagreeable to mine, but there are limits. Right, Chris? That's what I'm trying to say, right? Chris said people tend to be burdens and not blessings. Sometimes rather they be a lesson. Yes, honey. Right? So this is why I stays in my lane. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want that in my feed. I don't want listen, there are limits. There are limits, like I can see, look, I can see maybe 5 or 10 negative negative freaking posts, but all day, every day, negative. Look, you got to go. Look, Facebook. Yeah, snooze them out for 30 days. I need a break. Okay. Right, Chris? So yeah, a lot of people got 30 days snooze. And then some people got the total like blizzy block. Just out of there. Honey. Yeah, yes. Now, Chris, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I always need positivity because believe you me, I am okay with everything that comes down the pike, but I understand that there's power of the God within me that is elevating me to more desired results because of the way I work with the God within me, the way I trust and have faith of the God with the God within me. Now, this is elevating me to a standpoint where I can see the whole picture, and I'm not so, that story of Moses when the people every 5 seconds when stuff didn't go their way, oh, we need another God. God ain't working fast enough. Moses ain't coming down the mountain fast enough. What's going on with him? Okay, now we done seen God do this, that, and the third, but look, I need some more evidence. Well, what more evidence do you need in your whole life if you sitting there on Facebook talking about God this and God that? Then that tells me that God has gotten you through heck of stuff. So what more evidence do you need that God is going to fix this situation i.e. the election, to go in your favor. But God not gonna fix it in the way that you might want it to fix. He, like I said, he gonna probably fix your heart. Right? Exactly, Chris. Exactly. So, excuse me. So I got very, yeah, Facebook drained me. I'm thinking about, now I just got monetized on one of my Facebook pages. I'm monetized on both of them, right? But you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to like shut both of them down. Cause guess what? I'm the current. I don't need all currency is not good currency, right? And I'm the current. See? Meaning I make that thing flow. I don't listen. The me and the God within me. I need to always say that. The God within me, because I know the location of God. Location, location, location. Now, they always say this. Everything is location, location, location. That's a hint. That's a breadcrumb. See, we got to know the location of God. In my mind, once I grasp the true location of God and the kingdom of heaven, my whole world opened up to me like a flower. Because then I knew God, the access was 100%, 100%, 24/7 access to God, and not something I had to actually, like, what do you call it? Summon. I didn't have to summon God because God was like, hey, there. Hey, there. Like, I didn't have to quiet my mind to get to God. I didn't have to summon God, right? I didn't have to uh, close my eyes and get on my knees. I didn't have to do none of that. That's direct access. Granted. Mm. I don't think y'all understand. Access granted. Access granted is another level. Okay? That's another level. Access granted. Full access granted. Another look, that's on that level where people gonna think you crazy. Okay? And full access granted means, guess what? Even if I wanted to hit my knees, before I hit my knees, I'll be hearing from God. Ow! Mm. Mm. Even when I don't want to hear from God, I hear from God. And I always want to hear from God. But I'm just saying, when I'm minding my own business, say if I'm reading a book, God might tell me a joke. Listen, God jealous. Look, God is jealous. Look, if I'm reading a book and God want to chit chat, listen, to get to know God for yourself is having a real life friend. It's a real life friend. Now, people might say, oh, it's an imaginary friend. The people that have imaginary friends, listen, 9 times out of 10, that be God. But see, we can't fathom because of the programming that we've had, right? And this is what God is. God is a true friend that's actually there that other people cannot see. And this is why you look crazy, because sometimes look, I be reading a book, right? I be reading a book and God be like, did you hear what this nigga said today? I be like, wait. Sometimes I be like, oh, you was out of pocket for that. Because God be saying the stuff that I be thinking, right? It's crazy. Like, it's the most satisfying. It's the most, it's like when you have that good, there any crackheads that ever, No, I did crack before, but it's like having a good, for a crackhead, it's like having good crack. Say if you have like a big table full of good crack, you want everybody to experience that amazing crack, as long as they don't go into your stuff. Or that good piece of pie for the eaters out here, for the foodies out here like myself. Like you have that good piece of cake or pie, or for movie buffs, you have that amazing movie. You want everybody to see it. It's the same thing with God. And a billionaire knows a billionaire, honey. Trust that. If you are a Sunday or and I'm just say Sunday, but I mean, it could be any day, any day. And if you just mouthing that stuff out, trust me, we see you. We see you. People that really tapped in and tuned into God, we see you. We already, it's just like, it's like you trying to cover or trying to be something that you don't have access to. Like if somebody has access granted to God, trust me, a person that has access granted knows a person that does not have access to God, like fully, period. And that's not saying that that person is better than that person. It's just saying that's not that person's time to have the access to God. This is their time to be asleep. This is their time to do politics. This is their time to be heavily into business, heavily into stuff that's outside of them. This is their time to do that. This ain't their time to get all cushy with God. This ain't that time to be laughing at absolutely nothing and have the best feeling you can ever have. Have a heavenly state most of the time. This ain't that time. This is the time to be asleep and to be lost into these particular realms, if you will. Yes, honey. Yes, honey, yes. These particular realms. And trust me, the protection of God and the actual, it's like being in the womb. It's like listen, when I say the protection, I mean as far as from your own feelings. Sometimes you want to cry at stuff that most people will be like, what the is wrong with you? Right. You want to cry at certain things. I look at certain people and they are doing okay in life. And I'll just look at them and I'll just start bawling, crying. Consciousness is a double-edged sword, I'm telling you. But there is hope. I'm going to tell you what God taught me today. This ain't come from no book. Listen, if you coming into consciousness and you thought that, once you come into consciousness or open your third eye, that you could not close your third eye or you was exposed in some type of way, i.e. that's why they're pretty much exposing all the celebrities, meaning your eyes are being open. This is saying that listen, all this is metaphysical. When all this exposing shit, it means that your eyes are being open, the veil is being lifted, and you're exposed. Everything around you is being exposed. The veil has been laid. Listen, I don't have time to keep explaining that to you guys. Not you, Chris, because this is your first time up here. But, I'm always talking about this. But I digress. I'm going to tell you what God has taught me today. I'm not going to show you exactly how this is done because this is for my Patreon people. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a closing of your third eye. It's a closing of your energy centers, your chakras. Look, you have chakras all around you. I mean, yeah, you have chakras from here down to your feet. Okay. And when these energy centers are open and exposed, sometimes that's not good. You got to learn when to have these things open and when to close them off. It's like a cap. Otherwise, you will have, well, how did he put it? This one guy. Now, this one guy was saying leaking energy, but that never translated to me until the day when God was telling me you can actually put a cap on your energy centers. Energy, inner God. This is where God resides. This is where, you know what I'm saying? This is God's house. Listen, God came and experienced this realm through you, right? So you are God's eyes and ears. So now you got to take care of the God within you. And you can't have God all exposed. You got to cap that energy off. Each center, each energy centers. I will go into telling you how to do so, but not in this particular video live stream. Okay. So there you go. Guys. Okay. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I forgot what the heck it was. Oh yeah. I think I already talked about that. But look, when you go into different rooms, different realms. Okay. So going in, can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. I got 3 lights in here. I know y'all lying. Don't embarrass me. Get them lights up. Get them lights up, big baby. Get the lights up, honey. Okay. Get them lights up. Don't embarrass me. In the words of Shams, don't care. That's my baby. Oh, MJ, y'all. Okay, so yes, this book is amazing. I'm going to show you guys again. It's by Deepak Chopra. Okay. I have so many amazing books that I will share with you. Maybe we'll do a read. One day we can sit and read the book. If you guys would like. I want to make sure that it's not going to be copyright infringements going on if I do that. Okay. Do you guys like, isn't it cute? It's a trash can. Because I do trash. So cute. I thought it was really, really cute. See? And I put a little trash in there when I, Just say like if I'm eating a candy, a piece of candy, I'll put the little trash in there. Then when I leave out the room, I dump my trash. Okay. Sure that was pertinent information for you guys. Now I kind of want to go on Facebook and finish deleting all these niggas off. Hey, look, I gotta clean the energy. You, you gotta clean house. Look, when I started cleaning house with friends and some family members, when I started cleaning house, this is when amazing stuff came in the door. Some things you're gonna just have to let go. Some people cannot come along with you on your journey, honey. And you're gonna have to be okay with that. It's gonna hurt, and you can mourn that for a minute, right? You can mourn those relationships for a minute, but then you're gonna have to come up and pick your drawers up and get moving and do what God wants you to do in this particular amount of time that you had. Okay, you got to be obedient. When they was asking Christ, what about your mother, right? Even though I love my mother, and me and my mother like this, so that don't pertain to me and my mother, but but the truth is, Christ said, my family is who's on my level, who's on the same type time I'm on, right? That's what Christ said. He said, my real family is the people who's on the same type time I'm on. Which my mother is on the same type time I'm on. She's on the same type time I'm on. Listen, me and my mother in the last, I would say 3 to 4 years have been having, look, when we're together, we have the most amazing conversations. And listen, I don't know, look, that's a little advanced to tell you guys what we be talking about, because my mother is very advanced right now. But people might look at her, and say, well, she's like you, Janice, she's happy-go-lucky, loving, caring. But no, she is wise, very wise. Right? And we be having the most in-depth spiritual conversations that we never had before in life, in my whole 51 years, right? We never had those conversations, and now we can have these conversations that I've always wanted to have with my mother. So my mother is on my frequency. I'll let you guys know that right now, because they say, Christ said, my real family is those who are on my frequency, right? And so if you're not on my frequency, I can't be around you for more than like 1 or 2 minutes. And look, we could want the same things out of life. We could be the same, whatever. But if the energy ain't right, as far as the way I need my energy to flow around me, because I'm a laid back type of person, right? I'm a ease in there type of person, right? I'm very laid back. And I'm very, matter of fact, I know God resides within me. Look at this freaking glow. That is not by mistake. That's God within me, honey. You know how some people take about 50 years to get made up and say, look, this look doesn't come by mistake. It takes work. That's what I'm saying about the God within me. Listen, I don't look like this because for nothing. That's because I serve a God. I laugh a lot. I smile a lot. Therefore, yeah, I don't really need no facelift at the moment. Because I can't frown for long periods of time. I don't worry for long periods of time. Therefore, that's my natural facelift. It's a natural facelift. You see people who have great skin. You know why that is? It's because they're very happy people. They're very smiley people. They're very happy on the inside. Your heart is going to translate that to your face, honey. That's not saying you're not gonna get blemishes here and there. But it's saying overall you're gonna have a glow about you. And that's not being, I don't care what you guys think. Oh, you thinking you too much. Listen, if you guys know the self-esteem issues that Janice has, but the God in me, Janice, is 110, 99% of the time. Because God is always talking. Do you grasp? God is always talking. Even when I want to read a book, God is chit-chattering like. God be on his stuff like, did you see that? Sometimes God be saying, why don't you talk to him? Or don't talk to him. This is how God talks to me. To have a friend like that. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all. It was this lady named Miss, I ain't going to say her name, but she was an older lady when I was growing up as a child. And she lived on the corner house. And she would be up and down the street every day. And she loved God. I mean, that's all she talked about. Me and her would have our talks. Now, everybody in the neighborhood thought this lady was crazy, right? She lived in the next corner house from me. Everybody thought this lady was crazy. She had this little grandson, God rest his soul. He passed. I think he got hit by a car in a car accident. I forget, right? So, but the lady, she was real pretty, had really long hair. She had a widow's peak and had thick, long hair. And she was light skinned and she wore glasses. And she was like, me and her used to talk a lot, right? And she said, I don't need no man. She said, God gives me the best orgasms. She said, man, God, she said, I don't need nobody else in my life. She said, God is my best friend. You know, she was just and I was in my mind, in my child mind, maybe I was like 14, maybe I was a little older. I don't remember the exact age, right? But in my child mind, well, first of all, I was having orgasms all my life since before I can remember, in my sleep. But she accounted that as, God helping her to relieve herself in her sleep, right? A lot of people say it's demons, but listen, people fear what they don't understand, and people hate what they fear. So if they don't understand it, they're going to hate it and fear it. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, and people think it's succubus and demons and stuff like that. Okay. One person's demon is another person's angel. Point blank. Point blank. We so scarified of everything, and it started from the womb. It started from when we first got out the womb. We was introduced to Big Fat Santa. We was introduced to the boogeyman. We was introduced to Halloween and all that good stuff. So we was look, this is a boot camp. Earth is a boot camp. So we was designed for fear coming out the womb. Now we got to get past that. And you getting breadcrumbs every day to show you that you have nothing to fear but fear itself, that God will get you out of 100% of everything that it is you're fearing. Okay. But she told me, I digress, she told me that she gets orgasms from God, on the regular basis. And I could identify with what she was saying about the orgasms. But in my mind, because I was growing up Christian, I was like, dang, she think that's God? I think that's just a natural occurrence. I don't know, right? In my mind. But if she thought that was God giving her orgasm, she was 100% right. And if you think that that's a succubus or succubi giving you the orgasms in your sleep, then you're 100% right. The only truth for real, if you want to get real technical about it, the only truth in this world is the truth that you and the God within you and your subconscious believe to be true. It's nothing I can say, right? Or nobody else can say to convince you. Because like Hoke said in Driving Miss Daisy, how as you know what I can see unless you looking at my eyes, looking through my eyes. So I'm not looking through your eyes, so I don't know the pictures that you're seeing. That's how you can shut down any argument on the planet that anybody has for you or anything. That's how you can shut down. That's how you can shut down any argument. Is that, guess what? This is what I see. So you don't have to buy into anything I say. But I forget that word, but I would ask you to find God within you. If you believe in God at all, find God's location. That's very important. Is finding God's location, because that's going to be right there, the flower. Look, your world is going to open up to you. But disclaimer, people are going to think that you kind of little throwed off a little bit. People going to think you got a giant brain. They're going to think you a little slow. Right? Because story time real quick. I'd be so happy when I, go into the stores or whatever and I have $1 or $2 to spend. I'd be so excited. So I'll go ahead and buy, if I, 9 times out of the 10, I'm going to buy the cashier a soda or something. Most of the time it's a soda or maybe a candy bar. I'm always going to do that. So, but I guess they figured I was kind of slow or something. So when I go ahead and in the cashier, I say, so look, go ahead, I'll get a soda. And I say, you just go ahead and swipe it twice and you take yours. So this time I went, and not the last time, but the time before that, they overcharged me an item. They charged me for 2 cans of beans when I only bought 1. Now, it's the second time. The last time it was for tuna fish, right? For my kitties, for my bully kitty cats that I feed, right? They charged me for more cans of tuna fish than what I bought. And then they charged me an extra can of beans that I did not go in that store and get my beans and act like I was just unaware that they were trying to scam me out. Because they get your receipts, guys, okay? When you in these stores, make sure you get your receipts. Okay? Look at your receipt and everything. Now, thank God the manager was in there because the manager knew that the manager knows I'm not gonna try to like scam them out of $1, right? So the manager was like, okay, go ahead, just go ahead and get the can. I mean, you know, but yeah, and maybe it was a mistake, but it's the second time. So yes, watch your receipts when you go into these stores, honey. Watch your receipts. Let's tell you that right now. Y'all wanna listen to some music with me? What time is it? 7:30. I don't like the way that new Avatar, not Avatar, but what the? I don't like the way that new. Yeah, why is it brown? It should be pink. It's annoying. My favorite color is pink. They got it brown. Wait. Right? And ain't nobody watching my black hair. Y'all some haters. Mm-mm. Okay, guys. I'm going to sign out. Thank everybody who came. Let me get back on my Facebook. Start deleting more people. Because yeah, I'm trying to be babysitting. I'm such a bitch sometimes. No, that's how I think in real life. So if you're in my company in real life and you talking for more than 5 seconds, no, then I'm probably like, OMG. That's like, I'm joking. Some people I like talking to, some people not so much. No, it's not. It's not that. I'm a good person. I like to talk to people, but I'm very shy, whether you guys know it or not. And I just be feeling weird and awkward around people. And it looks like I'm so happy, go lucky, and everything, but I do be feeling weird and awkward around people. So I don't know. That's my people's my people's be. I think it's because of your smile. I think you need to get your teeth fixed. You know, it's because of your smile. Right. And I don't know, maybe it's way in the back of my mind that I feel low self esteem because of my teeth issue, but in my mind, in the front of my mind, I'm good with it. I'm very good with it. Bad breath and all, honey. Yes, honey. I'm good with my mouth the way it is in my mind. Now, maybe it's something in the back of my mind I haven't addressed, I haven't looked at. I don't know. But no, I feel good with no teeth. I do. I like it. Except when y'all be looking at me in my face, that's annoying. Okay? That's annoying. Because I know I don't have no teeth, right? But don't stare. It's not correct. That's not nice. Don't stare at people, guys. But I gotta go. I'm calling y'all talk too much up here. Just talk too much. Look at you, just talking, talking, talking. That means you guys aren't talking and engaging me right now. So I'm going to sign out. I wish you all peace, wholeness, everything wonderful and amazing that your hand and your heart can hold. Do not forget to go check out all my platforms. Do not, my Cash App is $ Janice States 1111 if you ever want to donate to the channel so I can keep kicking out amazing content like this. So I could potentially quit my job. How about that, guys? So yes, Universe on Facebook, which I'm probably going to delete. Um, Universe right here. Subscribe, and also Current City 90 and Rise with Jay. I'm going to sign out now. I love you guys. I wish you all wholeness. Thank you for coming.